Morning, everyone. Thank you very much for taking the time to come out to the event, and we'll get to talk to you a little bit about Vidrovr. And at Vidrovr, our true goal is to make a video as searchable as the web. In particular, we want to unlock the information that exists within massive video collections around the world. And I think sports is one of the areas where there's a ton of informative search queries. You want to see exactly what's happening in this particular studio show. What did Rachel Nichols say about this? What did LeBron James do last night? And that's the type of solution that we build to allow users and consumers to kind of access that type of content. Cool. So everyone knows, and this is probably obvious over the last couple of years, but online video is an incredibly large potential media asset that any media company has. And as we've heard, especially in the first panel, sports leagues, sports teams, and broadcasters are all massive media companies today. But with this massive amount of content, you have to have a way to index it, understand it, and search it to make it available to your users. Current solutions for doing that tend to be really general. So oftentimes when you run something through the platform, you'll get really generic tags back, basketball or something like this, that isn't necessarily useful for a company like NBA, where you want something very specific. This is Rachel Nichols talking about this, or LeBron James talking, or whatever it may be. Therefore, companies oftentimes end up using manual solutions. So they have folks in the back end tagging, and that ends up being time consuming. You can't get any of your content from linear to digital quickly, which tends to impact negatively the amount of monetization that you can get. And these solutions oftentimes tend to be incomplete. So when you run a video through some type of video search solution, it will tell you what's in it, there's tags and things like this, but that doesn't necessarily close the loop all the way to monetization, where you have revenue, search, and actually allowing users to intelligently find what you're looking for. Vidrovr solves that solution. So not only do we provide automatic tagging, but we also build intelligent video recommendations and an intuitive search engine that allows companies to open their video collections to the world and actually have their users looking and driving video views through those online sites. So for example, this is kind of the standard video metadata that you end up having. We actually took this directly from YouTube. It's just a video that ESPN posted from the jump about how the 76ers could potentially get LeBron. Trust the process is not the answer, so I don't know if you guys, yeah. Cool, so this is pretty standard. So the type of information that Vidrovr actually extracts, we process the raw video stream. So you end up with the text, people, and visual content on screen. So you'll see here, I've actually turned the sound down, but you have Rachel Nichols will describe this as LeBron James, and then we'll actually have the text. This ends up being a really interesting search queue that broadcasters are using today to help to help them unravel and find particular sections of video that are really important. And as you notice, as the scenes change within the content, our tags and our information exchange too. So if what you really need for that perfect video clip is Tyronn Lue in front of a crowd with Kevin Love's tiny face in the corner, we can actually find that for you. So using this type of technology, broadcasters are taking their large studio shows, channels, and other types of content, breaking it up into smaller segments and automatically pushing that across digital way faster and way quicker than they could from a manual process. We've been able to, with some of our broadcasters, up the amount of digital content that they can produce 5 times in the same exact amount of time. So they're using it like this. But not only do we provide this information and back-end technology solutions, we also provide front-end products that allow you to monetize your content better. For example, we have folks using the Vidrovr Video Recommender to automatically recommend the most relevant video from your particular video archive or video collection directly on the front of your owned and operated websites. And you can see Stephen A. appears in all these videos where his little face appears on the bottom. Using our solution, editors, content creators, and producers internally within these companies are allowing themselves to find the perfect piece of content for a social media post, publishing with an article, or building into a video playlist. So it drastically reduces the amount of time that your internal employees will take actually producing and developing content. And finally, what we're most excited about is our white label search solution. So what this allows is it's a white label search solution that any media company or any sports league, sports team can actually launch directly on their owned and operated websites and run all of their video search monetization strategy through us. It's like a YouTube with even more granular search that runs directly on your owned and operated websites. And this is how it works. So say you're looking for clips about LeBron James and the Cavs. We've built a knowledge graph that knows exactly what's related with those particular topics. You'll get related search tags that are particularly relevant for this particular topic. click the next thing and you'll see, hey, this is LeBron James and the Cavs, and these are the related videos around this topic. We'll also show people that appear in these particular topics, people like Stephen A., visual content, and hashtags that are related to those videos. Yeah, as Amy said, we came directly out of Columbia University, started the company. We're now a venture-backed startup. Here today is Connor O'Day. Connor, raise your hand. Hi. And Shifu is our technical advisor. We're about 8 people, all based in New York, over in Flatiron. We'll be over at the startup booths over there, and we'd love to talk to you about any of your video search needs, or if you have a massive video collection, how you can monetize that and open it up to users. Thanks a ton.